Hello again. I am Mark, and this is Herdsman Foods. So today we're going to do another Detroit style pizza. And the reason I'm doing this is the last time that I did a Detroit style pizza, about a week ago, I had some comments. I had some really fun comments, some very funny comments based on, Detroit. But also I had a comment, why would you go to Pizza Hut for a Detroit style pizza? Well, I don't live in Detroit, and I don't think you're going to get a good representation of a Detroit style pizza unless you're in Detroit, much like Chicago style or New York style. And Pizza Hut and Papa John's and Domino's and all those guys can say all they want, hey, we got actual New York style pizza, we got actually Chicago style pizza. No, they don't. You're not going to get that outside of New York or Chicago. And I think the same thing is true with Detroit style. So, these are renditions of Detroit style. Today, we're looking at Little Caesars. I just picked this up, okay? I'm going to show you here. Take a look at that. Now, I want to say, right off the bat, I have to say this looks better than the Pizza Hut version. The sauce is not on top. I don't know if that is a faux pas because I don't know if that's how Detroit style pizza is. When she handed me this at Little Caesars, she said, deep dish? And I said, Detroit style. She goes, yep. So maybe they just equate deep dish with Detroit style. It's the same thing. I don't know. So anyway, this looks, to me, it looks better. If you watch the channel, if you follow the channel, the content, you know that I have gone full circle on Little Caesars. I thought they were horrible at first. I thought they were, good price, right? But I did not like the product. I have changed on that. I really like Little Caesars pizza. I think it is by far the best value out there. And so I'm looking forward to this. Now, the first thing I'm going to say that I notice here is that this dough that they use is not pre-shaped. This was shaped by a person. I can tell you that right now because of the angle that this was cooked in. This was not a pre-shaped dough because it is not uniform in the shape of the dough. Okay, so just take a look at that. Look at the cheese, the cheese and the crustiness of that, the stringiness of that cheese for one, but also the crustiness of that cheese. Man, this really looks good. I'm going to jump into this. I'll go here. Nice little stretch there. Really interesting. So one of the things I really like about Little Caesars is that their sauce is not overwhelming. And their cheese blend, and I believe it's Havarti that they mix into with their cheese, the mozzarella and that kind of thing. This is an interesting, I don't think this is the regular cheese blend. I'm gonna hit this again. Really interesting. I don't think they have enough sauce on it, first of all. For a pizza that I have seen at Detroit style from Pizza Hut that had too much sauce, this one I don't think has enough sauce. I'm not sure. I'm trying to look at the underside, and it's barely got any sauce on it, which is really unique. And the crust is much greasier, like a pan crust at Pizza Hut. So that, as you know, if you follow this channel, is something I actually like. All right, let me try this one more time. So this is this is the part that frustrates the heck out of me, because I nerd out on stuff like this. I think if you put a Papa John's, Little Caesars, Pizza Hut, Domino's, you pick another fast food pizza, you could blindfold me and I would be able to tell you each one without a doubt. Without a doubt. There is no question in my mind because I've eaten enough of them and I have a palate that recognizes differences in things like this enough that without a doubt I could pick those out. Now, that may not be saying a whole lot because there are some drastic differences in there. Having said that, this pizza, if this were put against Pizza Hut's pan pizza, I would fall for this. I would think this is Pizza Hut's pan pizza. The flavors are remarkably similar. The only thing that would lead me away from that, saying that, would be on this particular one, not enough sauce. And because of that, because Pizza Hut has a specific tangy sauce that I could tell, that's how I would know. Otherwise, crust, toppings, cheese mix, all very, very similar. I would have a hard time picking that one out of the lineup. So if I'm comparing this with Pizza Hut, I hands down, I like this one better. Okay, I think Pizza Hut overdid it with the sauce. I really don't think it turned out a good product there. It looked too uniform for me. This one looks handmade. This looks like somebody made it for me, okay, which they did because I did order this, but it looks freshly made. It tastes freshly made. It could use a little bit more sauce, but this is much better product than the Pizza Hut, in my opinion. I really like this. Now, whether or not it's a Detroit style, I'm going to say no, I don't think it is, because it didn't look like the other ones that I've seen that say it's Detroit style. No, we're not going to know until I go to Detroit. Now, I have a week off here in a couple of weeks. Maybe I will zip up to Detroit. It's only about 3 hours away. Maybe I'll shoot up there and see if I can get a Detroit-style pizza and really give you a better idea of the differences in those. So I say give it a try, guys. Give this a try. Little Caesars Detroit-style pizza. I did the pepperoni. It's a good pizza. I mean, once again, this was $11, right? You're not going to get this much pizza, this quality pizza for $11 many places. Pizza Hut's was $13. This is a good value. It's a good pizza. Enjoy it. That is all from me today. Thank you so much for subscribing and clicking that bell and giving me the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I say this every time. The channel's growing and it's very exciting, and it's all because of you, and I really appreciate you all. Please be sure to share this video with people that may not have heard of the Herdsman Foods channel. And as always, don't be afraid to join the herd.